Voila! Squeeze gang, you already know the vibes. We'll be back again. The legend of Jeff. My boy Skyboy sent me this. The Crody. Shout out Crody, Skyboy.
Who the fuck is that?
What's the game?
No, I'm talking about that nigga. Jeff?
Jeff is the legend of Jeff. I don't know who Jeff is. He in the interrogation room, so let's pray he ain't in there telling. 9 times out of 10, he probably is. He probably a bug out. He got no shoes on.
I thought he was in a while, but let's see.
It might be. Let's see. Let's jump into this video.
Am I under arrest? For now. I'm under arrest?
Yeah, I'll explain everything, but before I explain myself to you, before we talk to each other, I need to read your rights, okay?
What am I under arrest for?
Well, like I said, I need to read your rights first. Obviously, the charge is robbery, okay? I'll explain everything.
I'm under arrest for robbery?
You are, but let me read your rights real quick, okay? And I'll explain it all to you. Is that okay? Let me do that real fast? Alright, good. Can you read with me? Just read in your head, okay? Before we ask you questions, you must understand what your rights are. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court of law. Does that make sense?
Listen, that's the most important motherfucking right there. You have the right to remain silent. You feel me? Once they tell you that, listen to them. Listen to what he's telling you. He's telling you you have the right to remain silent, so just remain silent. You feel me?
You've probably heard these before, haven't you? Does that make sense?
You say I got the right to remain silent.
You understand your rights?
I've never been read my rights before.
And then they fucked up. You couldn't beat your case.
You been read your shit?
Every time.
Every time? I never been read.
Maybe when I get to the police station.
They've never came out to me and said, yo, you have the right to remain silent. You blah, blah, blah. They've never said that to me.
They never to me.
Ever. It's fucked up.
You said I can remain silent. Look. Oh, you're on demon time.
Do you understand your rights, Jeff? Yes or no? You understand?
He's on demon time.
You understand?
He's on demon time. Look, you said I got the right to remain silent. You said it. He's on demon time. I fuck with Jeff.
Yes or no? You understand? Do you understand what I read you? Do you comprehend what I read you?
Real nigga activity. Real nigga activity.
Jeff, I'm just here to talk to you and figure out what happened. Maybe on out here at least.
He's surprised the shit out of me. He said, and look, this is how I know you're real nigga, because I said that right before they even got to that. I said, nigga, he told you got the right to remain silent. Remain silent. Don't say nothing.
They just gonna look at them like they stupid the whole time.
Don't say nothing. They tight.
Did you understand the rights I read to you?
If you got something that says you didn't do this robbery, this is your chance to talk to us.
Very good cop.
Very good cop.
No, usually I'm the prick.
You look like a prick.
Like a prick, nigga.
This is Jeff. Jeff is a heroin addict and has been for the last 14 years. He is 6'5", weighs 153 pounds, and has now found himself in the unfortunate circumstance of being...
Damn, he's slayed.
150, he popped.
Bro, he's 6'5" and 150.
He a little dude.
He's slayed.
Little dude.
Like, his average weight is supposed to be at least like 180, 190, 200.
Charged with armed robbery. This is in the state of Georgia. So if found guilty, they will render him the minimum term of 10 years without parole, up to the maximum term of life in prison. Jeff has been through the system multiple times over, and he will know that if indeed found guilty, his sentence will be considerably longer than the minimum 10 years due to his previous convictions.
Jeff, do you understand your rights? Yes or no? I'm not asking if you want to talk to me at this point. I just want to make sure you understand what I read to you.
So am I under arrest?
Yes, you're under arrest.
I'm getting back to the cell. I don't talk to you about something.
Okay, here you go. You want to go?
Oh my God, I know Jeff ain't fucking. No, Jeff. He ain't breaking 2 hours. 2 hours later.
You gonna be able to pop it open or you need me to?
Jeff has become somewhat of a cult figure in the domain of interrogation footage. His recognition seems to have grown through his own popularity, as opposed to the notoriety of his crimes like most others. Conveying the exact reasoning behind this can be tricky, as the interest in this character will no doubt vary by the individual. Yet we found the most collective reason can be explained through a single pop culture reference: the anti-hero. While the concept is timeless, the actual term was created through the realm of modern cinema. There's a diverse number of characters passing through the decades that fit the criteria. Yet perhaps the most textbook example could be the protagonist from the 2003 feature Bad Santa, a middle-aged man simply known as Willie. This is a character that lies, cheats, steals, swears at children, drinks an inconceivable amount of alcohol, and is generally extremely unpleasant to every single person he comes across.
Who's here, Jimmy? Let's tell what you want for Christmas.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
On paper, this is an extreme...
That nigga's an ass.
I love that nigga, bro. That nigga is hilarious.
Oh,
What fucking lunch break?
no.
Hold on.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
On paper, this is an extremely unlikable individual, yet for some reason, we root for him while following his story. Anti-heroes are flawed, as are we. Their moral complexity mirrors our own, and just like us, they are learning and growing as they move along the path of life. Their mistakes make us think of our mistakes, and perhaps the reason we root for their redemption is the reflection of ourselves rooting for our own. So you might be curious about the contrast between the anti-hero and the villain. One we embrace and relate to, while the other we despise and detach from. Both are driven by selfish motivations, yet our emotional response differs between them. The reason for this, while not necessarily obvious, is a relatively simple formula. The anti-hero must have a glimmer of humanity alongside a noticeable vulnerability. This is what allows the viewer to truly connect with a character. It allows us to forgive them when they are unethical, but admire them when they are noble. It allows them to be angry, cowardly, and greedy, but also cheerful, brave, and empathetic.
Who the fuck is Thurman? Is that you? Is your name Thurman?
Yeah,
Thurman Merman?
yeah.
Jesus.
With relation to Jeff, while many of us can't relate to the feeling of being addicted to heroin for well over a decade, we can certainly understand the feeling of sadness. While we may not be able to put ourselves directly in the shoes of an addict, we can somewhat relate to the adversity that comes with it, not to mention the incredible magnitude of the situation he is going through in this video. How he responds to this very moment is quite literally the precursor to his entire future. He is at a crossroad moment in life, where on one side is the possibility of hope, and on the other side is the outright guarantee of despair. The long-term path he goes down will be the consequences of the short-term choices he makes, all of which have to be...
Niggas told him, yo, we charge you with robbery. He said, I told these motherfuckers to put me back in my cell. He went back to that cell. He said, yeah, I got mad priors. Robbery, I'm looking at 15 to 20. Hey, officer, can I talk to you again? Now he back in there. I was just fucking with you, Jeff. Do not fuck that up. We was fucking with you.
Nigga's a heroin addict.
Then they gonna squeeze on out of Jeff Forrest.
He's a heroin addict.
He's a heroin addict. That was crazy.
The path he goes down will be the consequences of the short-term choices he makes, all of which have to be judged and decided on while going through the early stages of heroin withdrawal.
I'm fiending.
You need methadone?
I need methadone.
I don't have any. Do you have medication for it? Or, a prescription for it? What do you need methadone for?
I'm a fucking junkie. You guys, I can't give no methadone. I'm gonna go through withdrawal here about it.
Where do you usually get your methadone from?
I don't get it. I get heroin.
They get heroin, they gotta get
I've
high.
been using heroin.
Long time, buddy. What are you trying to talk to me about here?
Talk to you about what happened last night. Look, here's the deal. Either you're in a bad set of circumstances or you went and committed an armed robbery last night.
Yeah, I know a shitty wrong place at wrong time, obviously. I didn't commit no fucking armed robbery.
Alright, then let's talk about this. Let's
I
not keep up
don't
the
talk to the police, man.
I think it's in your best interest to.
How? I don't talk to
You're
the
sitting here.
police.
Okay.
I've been to...
They keep it gangster. I don't talk to police. I just need my methadone, nigga. I just need to get. I don't want to get sick, nigga. I don't talk to police though, nigga. But you talking right now.
I know you have. I know you have.
You're not my friend.
I'm not your friend.
You're trying to fucking get me. Or you're
No,
trying
I'm not trying to get
all
you.
you're trying to get is some fucking stupid ass fucking confession, and you're not gonna get one.
Jeff, I'm not going to get a confession out of you for nothing.
Exactly, because I
And
didn't
I'm
do
not trying to
nothing.
get a confession out of you.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, I didn't commit no armed robbery, and y'all ain't got no fucking evidence saying I did. Let me go. All you did is find me sitting in my buddy's house because my fucking buddy's dog's going ape shit. I go outside, there are cops everywhere, and they spotlight me. They say, "Come here." I said, "What's up?" They search me. They ain't find
Hang on.
nothing. What's
Let
up?
me read this.
No,
Yes.
because I'm not gonna sign it.
You don't have to sign it. But let me read it for you.
I'm
Okay?
not signing nothing.
You don't have to sign it.
Yeah, what's
Let
up?
me read it.
You already read it to me earlier.
I know you did, but I'm going to read it to you again.
Thanks for the coat.
You're welcome. Before we ask any questions, you must understand what your rights are. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one, a lawyer will be provided for you. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand the rights I'm explaining to you?
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what happened last night. Plain and simple. Your side of the story.
I'm not talking to you. I'm warning you.
Nigga said, tell your side of the story. I can't tell you my side of the story. Ain't no story. I wasn't there. Ain't no story, nigga. Ain't nothing even say. You ain't gotta say nothing.
He said,
I want my lawyer. That's what he calls us. He said what he supposed to say.
Your side of the story.
I know my side.
I'm warning you.
All right. This is what I don't understand. I know, but this is what I don't understand, Jeff. You were sitting there talking just like you were ready to sit here and tell me what happened last night, and then all of a sudden I read that to you and you screw it, I ain't talking to you. I want a lawyer. I don't understand that. What changed just in the...
Because I told you what, I already told you what happened.
You didn't.
How didn't I?
You didn't tell me what happened last night.
How didn't I just tell you what?
But now you've handcuffed me, and I can't talk to you because you asked for an attorney. So, okay, that's fine. But I will tell you right now, you're still on hold for robbery.
I know. I don't know why. I need a fucking lawyer because obviously I didn't do nothing. And obviously you guys know I didn't do nothing because I've been arrested for the same bullshit before and you guys don't interview me this much. So, wham bam, thank you for the coat. Put me back in the cell.
Yeah. $5 later, that dope fucking him up.
Alright. I know we did this twice, I gotta do it again every time, okay? If I ask you questions, I gotta read your eyes. You understand that? Okay. Go ahead and sign there. Take your cap off.
Look, I'm not signing that wrong.
Okay, you don't have to sign. You understand your rights, though, right? That's all I need, a verbal yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his coat gonna be here? It's that fairy tale.
It's coming, he's getting there right now.
Coat.
Just watch the sewer sheet.
God damn, man.
2 minutes later, got that coat.
Everything's good.
That's how you finesse them though all night. I'm thirsty, man. Don't ain't bring a nigga no food. You might get some food out them though. I'm ready to talk, man. Will y'all give me some food? Get the food? Alright, man. What y'all talk? Alright, can I get my lawyer?
You need that coat bad.
Yeah, don't fix it.
I have enough evidence
Like what?
of your robbery, okay? But,
That don't fucking
you know,
wrong.
if you're saying you didn't do it, you need to give me your side of the story.
I didn't do it.
Okay, well, give me your side of the story. You gotta convince me. Because I got a lot of evidence. I got a lot of physical evidence.
Convince me,
Like
mate.
what? Name
Fuck you.
Why should I tell you that? I mean, you haven't been helpful to me at all.
You don't, because I don't believe that you guys have that.
There's only a couple pieces of evidence I'm missing.
Name them.
What's that?
Name them.
Why would you do that? You haven't helped me out at all. You give me a little bit, I give you a little bit. We go back. I give you one more piece of evidence, and I give you a little something.
No, anything I say here can and will be used against me.
Sure, but anything you say here, I can also tell your parole officer that you helped me out.
That doesn't mean dick. There's no way. I didn't do it. There's no way.
How drunk were you? Were you drunk?
No, I was pretty sober.
So you were in the right mind. You remember everything about the night, right? So you couldn't have done something not remembered. You couldn't have gone and robbed the place and not remembered?
Fuck, no.
Okay, so you remember you robbed the place.
That nigga fiending.
So I'm willing to go to the prosecutor, I'm willing to go to
That
the parole
nigga
officer
fiending right now.
and say, this guy's a good guy, he helped me out.
Hey.
I know you don't want to go back to jail, right? Back to prison.
Well, fuck. It looks like I am, and you're gonna charge me with some bogus shit. You guys don't, I mean, what do you got, really? That I was at a buddy's house, and I happened to come outside because you guys were fucking swarming the area, and they
Which door did you come out of?
I came out of the front door. You know what? I'm not saying myself, man. I'm done, man. Fuck this. The only reason I came up here is to get a fucking coat.
And I can have it.
Oh, no. I can't finish it?
Finish it. Make it quick. I got things to do.
Butterfinger talking.
I didn't promise you that.
Yeah, what's like you in
Like I
gangster?
said, you haven't helped me out at all. I shall help you out. I got just sort of good luck.
Jeff was released from custody just under 12 hours later. And that takes us to the final and perhaps the most important component of an anti-hero, the conclusion, which unfortunately in this particular case is unknown. The final outcome of this story will vary depending on the source, some with a happy ending, others a cautionary tale. One legend has it that Jeff got clean soon after his release, and now works in the corporate marketing team for Coca-Cola, while another states that he was picked up the day after for the same charge, and is now facing down a 15-year sentence in Georgia State Prison. If we go by the Hollywood formula, an anti-hero's states that he was picked up the day after for the same charge marketing team for Coca-Cola, while another states that he was picked up the day after for the same charge and is now facing down a 15-year sentence.
So they're not sure if he works for Coke or if he got locked up. Some people say he works for Coke now. Some people say he got locked up the next day for the same charge. Jeff, at least we know one thing, Jeff ain't ratting.
Boy, he ain't ratting.
Jeff ain't ratting. Fuck, shout out to Jeff.
In Georgia State Prison. If we go by the Hollywood formula, an anti-hero's actions throughout the course of their life are so drastic and single-minded that they only ever lead to salvation or destruction, and their final decision is always dictated by what they have learned and how they have changed throughout the course of the story. The paradox here is that we don't even need the theme of imprisonment to mold the outcome of this particular story, as the theme of addiction is more than enough. Whether he goes to prison or not, Jeff will either manage to get clean and rebuild his life, or he won't. He is headed for salvation or destruction no matter what, and that single concept can perhaps define Jeff as an anti-hero. His outcome is a mystery, but either way it goes, it most certainly conforms to the anti-hero's end.
Man, if Jeff locked up, man, free Jeff, man.
How
Not
is he an anti-hero?
because he's like a lovable person. You could tell like he could be like lovable.
Junkie lovable.
He ain't telling.
You
gotta love him. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. Squeeze, yeah, we off this.
Squeeze.
Well, Dad, don't start streaming.